Hello, hello. We are off. We're going to talk about how slotted. And it's pretty impromptu. Get to do anything about this. I need to settings. Boot up the go live thing. Oh. So post about this. We're gonna say spotted implementing 3. Do one on here. And we'll go to Blue Sky. Do one on here. And that can talk about what we're gonna do. Fire up a terminal. And what should we start with? Should we start with Chrome? Nope. Source is the fetch. Done this in a stuff is off. Oh, that was good. Okay, so what is today? So we are going to be looking at as slotted content. The reply. Grab the link. This one. Orange. Cool. So in the CSS working group weekly meeting, we resolved that has slotted should match when fallback content is not being displayed. So we're going to write a little test, make sure that we're doing the right thing, and switch the behavior if we're not. I did the checkout, so I want to do a git switch fix has slotted, and we need to do a gclient sync. We need to zoom in a bit, actually readable. So the conversation pretty much went like, I explained the problem space. There's a long thread if you want to look at the whole contents of the thread. There was a brief discussion between Emilio and I, and some others also had some assistance. David, who works on the Chrome team, and we concluded that most ergonomic thing would be that has slotted should match when the fallback content is not being displayed, and that is kind of what I was hoping for. But we need to figure out exactly when that is the case, because there are some odd edge cases. So we're going to build Chrome. So let's look at what Chrome Canary does today. We're going to go to wpt.live. HTML, no, custom elements. I don't know where the has slotted tests are now. They're in CSS scoping. CSS. There, CSS. Scoping. Well, has slotted. So we're looking at flattened tentative, flattened to tentative, which is this one. Now this says with a shadow root ancestor that has a slot this slot isn't populated. What is not populated? Look, signed nodes empty. Why is that green? Wait, let's look at the HTML. We've got a div host. Inside the host. Oh, this is how slotted is would be red. Okay, fair enough. Not this test. My bad. These are the three that we want to look at. Flattened one. Okay, let's look at flattened one. Now, flattened one says has slotted should match. Flattened one has a template element. This is the host shadow root, and it has a slot. And the ancestor has slotted this slot with an empty slot. But we don't know whether or not the fallback content is being displayed. So we want to check that first. We want to edit this as HTML. We want to say fallback. So the fallback content is not being displayed. I think this is the right behavior. Because like if I get rid of this element, we can see the fallback is being displayed. This is the right thing then. Yeah, this is correct. So I'm just going to confirm. I'm going to message Emilio, discussed it in the working group. Maybe there's nothing here. Maybe this stream is like we ship the thing, which will also be great. Well, let's see if we can get this into into a more of a test then. So I was noodling with this. Okay, so the top level. Get rid of this. What is this HTML like? Do we have to have a shadow root? Yes. And then we need to have the div inside, nested fallback, and then a div. I don't know if you can even see this. I think this is the right one. So div inside, or let's look at this DOM structure, see if this matches. we've got a div, shadow root. Inside that shadow root's a div. Inside that div is another shadow root slot. Oh wait, why is this saying nested fallback then? That should be slotted. Why is that not slotted? I'm confused. These are both shadow roots. This has a slot. Slot element should be... It should be slotting, right? Edit this as HTML and put foo. It's not slotting inside the slot. Why is it not slotting? Because it's inside the shadow root? No. That's this shadow root. Wait, what? Where does this template close? This template closes here. So we've got a slot and then a template. And in my HTML, view page source, maybe it won't. Line wrap. We've got a div. Got a div. Got a template. Got another div. One. We've got a template. This one. Inside we have a slot. The nested fallback. We then close the div, which is wrong. Divs should both be... We should close that div there. Yes. Okay, so this is the answer. My element thing is a bit weird. Get a blank screen. Not very helpful. So this is the thing that we wanted to get to, though, is to answer the question: does a empty slot effectively void out the fallback contents? And the answer is yes, it does. And so I think that the behavior that we have is correct, right? Because without the slot here, I deleted that slot element, we have this fallback, but with the slot element in place, this has been slotted, and so we have this green square because it matches has slotted from the style thing. A slotted background color green. So I think we're in a good place. I think that the functionality is correct. I don't think we want to change the functionality. I think we want to ship what we have. I'll comment with this in the there we go. Tells me, whoops, current functionality correct. Nesting a slot or slotting a slot element, not render fallback. Latin false. Well, Serve this. Oh. I don't know if data URLs render, and they do not. Right, I'm going to send this to Emilio. We're going to see around if he's happy with that, and then I will ship this thing. Why my element? Element. I don't even know if it's. Try again. Come on, spring to life. Do the thing. Not doing it. Very frustrating. Alright, well now you get to look at me click around in a window that's not on the screen. Two. Oh, there we go. This. See, and so this test is accurate. Saying this matches my expectations. If it does yours, I'd love to ship this feature. So there's one problem, which is we have not fully implemented this in WebKit, so we need to do that. So we don't need to do anything in Chrome. Well, we do actually. So Chrome, we need to do a bunch of the we need to do a bunch of the kind of logistics around shipping a feature, which is a little, but it's doable. We've gone all fizzy because this. All right, let's switch. You go here. You go here. Yes, it's a little bit of a pain to do some of this stuff because we need to go through a lot of this. So I'm logged in. I should have access to edit this feature. So we need to prepare to ship. So go to, well, I guess we haven't done a tag review. So we need to go to design reviews, and we need to submit a tag review. As we already has slotted. Oh, I already did. Wonderful. So right, we've got the has slotted tag review. So specification review is here. So we've evaluated the readiness to ship. Don't see any architectural concerns. Fantastic. We're not going to do an origin trial. This is so small, we don't need to do an origin trial. We're going to prepare to ship. Issues addressed, I guess. Not applicable. Set to this stage. Anticipated spec changes, none. Adoption, expectation. I'm gonna fill stuff in. Right, we need to do an I2S. We need to enable it by default. So if I go back, should be badge somewhere. This one. Draft. Okay, incubating. Motivate. See, this is the thing, we got to fill all this stuff in now. So start incubating. Explain why the web needs this change. I think we already have this. I'm gonna paste this in. Draft into. Edit this. As slotted represents pseudo elements, slotted content. This can be used to style elements based on whether or not. Yeah, great. Bomb. We're gonna ship this in next. Well, we're gonna at least make progress to shipping this in the next 30 minutes, or actually start my day job. That is my intent. We did a tag review. We should go on Bugzilla, figure out how we're going to ship this in Firefox as slotted. Origin trial, the prepare to ship even UPL. Missing an explainer. Oh, do we have an explainer? I'm losing myself in tabs. This will do. Winners, draft. What else are we missing? Tag issues addressed. I think it's just issues addressed, right? Finch or non-Finch justification. I genuinely have no idea what Finch is. I think this is like anyway, I think this is Enterprise Chrome, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm violating some agreement by screen sharing this. Hopefully not. Hopefully Google's not going to fire me for the job. So what else do we need to do? We need to. Why is it not found in here? slow for some. Update vendor signals. Vendor signal. Where's vendor signals? They're all positive. Update. Why is that not here anymore? There it is. I can't see vendor signals anywhere. Did bug ID? The bug ID was this. Let's go to bug. Enable task here as well. This is working group resolved. Raw behavior. Good. So I forget how in Chrome we enable. I did it recently for toggle dialog events. Yep. Right, so we just need to edit this runtime enabled features. So has slotted status becomes stable starbler. This is the patch for Chrome. Yeah. Oops. We need to do a bug for Chrome as well. And we still need to do the I2S. So let's go to see our bug. Let's look for has slotted. I think we could use this one. ID. Let's create a new one. Whoops. Let's create a new one that. Hello. Go back, please. Create a new one. Locked. Oh yeah, whatever. We're going to say enable as slot. The priority, lowest priority, ask me. Create. I'm gonna take. Oops. We're gonna take this issue ID if I can look around. Bug. I think this is the format. I always get bug : yeah. So this is skip has slotted by default. This should be good. So we'll leave this open. This should be. I'm just going to leave this without any reviewers right now because we need to still do the I2S and we need to link that in the commit. So we're going to close that out. Going to go to this API owners, draft intent, edit all of this stuff. So get approval from the privacy team to here, I guess. Actually, I think this is fine. I think this is nope, not button. Owners. Going to draft again and click through all of these. Request a review. Review. Fucking no. Oh, they're still going to be. All right, what's the target milestone? We need to go to Chrome root map, and the next up is 133. So I think this would be 134, but I'm going to check the release calendar on another window that you can't see because it's on my work calendar. Okay. 132 stable, but the other day. 133 first release is next week, so we could possibly get 133. So let's chuck it in as 133. Do. So if we now prepare to ship updated vendor signals. There is no vendor signals here. I'm just gonna proceed anyway is what I'm gonna do. Send to ship. Yeah. I think I'm going to just post directly. Yep. Cool. So, if we went to the Chrome intent, we go to the, nope. Yep. Go to here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's Chrome kind of in the bag. We've got like the patch. We've got the intent to ship. We need 3 people to reply, 3 API owners to reply. Looks good to me before we can actually merge the patch. I will actually update the I2S. What did I say in the last one? We can see. That's not being. Why is it not? Do the paste. Actually, I realized. I don't think this takes effect. I think. I2S. Okay. Chrome in the bag. we need to get Firefox in the bag. So we're going to go to Mozilla, check out, oh no, we're going to do HT poll. We're in Mercurial land now. Don't have the benefit of Git. Also, yeah. Right, so check out Central Clean. This is Unified Web. No, I forget what this is. They all got different files. Hard to remember. Enable Alt. Prefs.yaml, something prefs.yaml. Danic preflist.yaml. True. E. Come on. Active. Ooh. Oh, whatever. So page open. So we want this bug ID. We just want to do this. Bug ID. I think this is how the commits work. I always forget. Bug. Enable. Plotted by default. Emilio with this one. Submit. What is this? Mac. Fab. Oops. Or it wrong. This thing, I think. Fix it. Okay, that looks like it's working. Okay, the real meat is going to be in WebKit though. So in WebKit we need to WebKit. Had some review feedback here which we need to address. And as slotted. I think the feedback's pretty easy. Fetch all up to date, base. So CSS parser context.cpp. CSS has slotted is what I got rid of before, so I think get rid of these. Did that in a PR a while ago. Add. I want to keep one. This becomes 28. I think that's right. And then in the slot assignment, UP, we have on 390. So we're doing this, but we actually need to do stutter optional. Well, basically this. And put random keys everywhere. Why not? And then this needs to be in place. It's big in this window. So what are we saying? We're saying we're creating the because the pseudo class invalidation uses like RAAI, like resource allocation is initialization. So it has like a destructor, and so when it falls out of scope is when the style invalidation happens. So you need to set up the scope earlier with a stutter optional so that it doesn't fall out from the if statement, it falls out from the function body. Is my understanding of that. Maybe I've got some of that wrong. And so we need to make a stutter optional value that binds this, and then we in place it. When this falls out of scope at the end of the function body, it will do the right thing. So we don't need this line anymore. We just need this. And then the same is true on these two lines. So 425 file somehow. 425, we need to do the same thing. So we need to get the stutter optional value here, initialize that, and then we need this in place. So this becomes, begin this again. So we don't need this. That's already there. Pseudo class has slotted. We should take this argument and put it here. And then on 438 here, we need to do the same thing, but we need it further up. Actually, it's tricky here because this is a for loop. Just that goes here. But I don't think that this is... Well, I'll submit that and probably get a review comment that it's wrong. And that's fine. But here we also need the same thing, right? So we need to do style invalidation. Then we say in place, and here we don't need to do any functional checks. We can just say true. If I can type today. Oh. Yeah. So the changes. Well, hey. Oh, because yeah. I need to go look at the diff. Got some garbage, I think. That's all good, so let's add that. Yep. Okay, so the problem is CSS parser context was this file. Let's double check we haven't got any. Nope, that looks good. And then the H file of this also had these, so be enough. Let's just double check. Yep. So let's add these files into one of the comma H. Whoops. Okay, so if I rebase continue, we can look. Oh, okay. Commit and -v. I want to look at the diff in total. Nothing. All right, cool. We're gonna change this anyways. Find this. Let's do a git show then. There we go. What we want. So the entirety of this patch is has slotted enabled, which I guess we could set to true now. We've got, yeah, this is the parser stuff. We're adding this one line here and bumping this number. What else? It feels like a bunch of stuff missing. Do I need to page down more? That's what it. Plotted feature flags. We don't want to do a JIT on this one because I am not capable of doing that, so we'll just ignore that entirely. Some invalidation stuff, optionals. Yeah, this is looking good. So let's push this, or let's do a script. Actually, do scene. Let's do tools, scripts, git, webkit, PR. $10 before I start work. Hopefully this will work. Also, mini keys. Try again. Always. I don't know why this style checker fails for me. It does. All right. So this PR should have updated now. We can resolve this. Solve this. Solve this. Did we do all of them? No, I feel like we didn't. This one. This one. This one wasn't done. We need to do the same here. So we'll do the optional here. We'll then place through here. Let's check if there's more optional. Yeah, that was the only one. Oh. Nope. Resolve that one. Things ready for review. Should we? Yeah, let's enable this by default as well in WebKit. So that was this file. Has slotted. I don't know what WebKit legacy is. I don't know any of these things. I am trying by the seat my pants. Just going to enable it by default, and if people don't like that, they can turn me off. Alright, so that's kind of how we ship a feature in the 3 major browsers, I guess, because we sent out an intent to ship in... Oh, we haven't done an intent to ship on Mozilla either. So the feature process for Chrome is that we need to like pick a milestone that we intend to ship it in, send out the email, get 3 LGTMs from the API owners, and then this will start shipping in Chrome. Then you get these lovely stickers. In Firefox or Gecko, Mozilla, whatever you want to call it, we also need to do an intent to ship. So we need to, a bit more manual, but we need to create intent to ship in here. Maybe I will do that. What was the last one that I did? Here we go. I'm gonna copy this. I'll do a new one, and it's gonna say intent to ship. Zoom in so you can all see. Has slotted collector. Slotted. Gonna go to go fab. Has slotted by default. Grab this bug. This in here. Whoops. Location. Going to go to the draft somewhere here. It was in selectors 5, so let's go selectors 5. As slotted. Where is has slotted? In was I on the wrong one? It was scoping, wasn't it? Wrong one. This. No, this is the right one. Oh, what? Where is it then? In scoping. I'm sure it's in scoping. Scoping something. Scoping 1 that has slotted pseudo. There we go. CSS working group, platform coverage all. What was the feature flag name? It was layout. One of these is code. This is I don't know which one of these is code. Whatever. Other browsers. Blink intent to ship. We have one of those. Chrome intent to ship. This one. Blink dev. Yep. Did I even click into it? Slotted. WebKit signals were positive, I think. Standards, positions. As slotted. You can see there is just a ton of procedural work here. Very little coding. Seems like a decent idea. Position support. Supportive. Tests available. Yeah. In wpt.fyi CSS. CSS scoping. What's the this no I intend read here. Chromium implementation is very good. I intend to ship this in Firefox. Alt. Standing. All open issues. Working group. Solved and works as intended. Chrome also has a S WebKit. The web components kill. Eating this up a bit, actually. Sudo arse. That'll do. Great. And I'm late for my meeting, so that's going to have to be it. But I think we're pretty close. So I reckon in the coming weeks, months, we should be able to see this land in browsers. So with any luck, we'll get 3 LGTMs on Chrome, and this will ship in 133. This should ship in Firefox. What version of Firefox will it ship in? Probably 136. Maybe 135. Depending on if there's any objections. And WebKit is anyone's guess. So that's everything from me. Thank you very much for watching if you have been. See you around. I didn't even see if there's any comments. There's no comments. See you around.